Hi everyone, welcome back to Needle Workshop. My name is Emily and I'm here today to show you how to assemble Hinata's thigh pouch from the anime Naruto. We have her full costume pattern available for sale online, along with a super detailed written tutorial that includes tons of info, such as how to properly measure yourself, how to print the pattern, some material suggestions, and incredibly in-depth instructions. We also have a few pieces of her outfit available as individual listings in case you're not interested in the full bundle. The link to all these wonderful patterns will be in the description box below. Now, this tutorial was made specifically for using faux leather, but can easily be adapted for real leather. It's ultimately up to you to choose which materials you want, but faux leather is vegan friendly and is much more affordable. Also, for this particular project, most seam allowances are 6 millimeters from the edge, but there is a lot of variation, so make sure to pay particular attention. And without any further ado, let's get started. Align the two strap pieces together, wrong side to wrong side, and top stitch in place 3 millimeters from the edge along the longest length. Next, we're going to use a modified leather working technique called burnishing. You can start by sanding the sides of your straps down to get an even edge. Using a marker of the same color as your faux leather, color in the side of your leather strap. I'm wiping up some excess marker with a spare scrap of muslin. Lastly, using some beeswax, burnish the sides of your strap to seal in your color. You can use the spare scrap of muslin to smooth out the beeswax afterwards. Next, you'll need to insert the belt buckle. Fold your strap in by 3.5 centimeters at either end and mark the placement of your prong for your buckle. Measure out the size of the hole you'll need to punch out and punch your hole for your prong. Insert the strap into the belt buckle and top stitch in place 3 millimeters from the end of the strap and 2 centimeters away. Next, you'll need to figure out the right length of strap for you. I went off camera to test the fit on my thigh and mark my first hole. Punch out your first hole and then add a few more holes about 2.5 centimeters away from your first hole towards both sides. I'm adding a little strap holder towards the buckle to hold in place some extra length of the strap. The next part is more important. You'll need to cut off any excess length from your strap and then proceed to top stitch and varnish that end of the strap. Set aside for now. Take out your back and back facing pieces. Notice that I've marked my magnet placement and fold lines onto my leather. Align the back facing at the top of the back piece, wrong side to wrong side, and top stitch in place 6 millimeters from the edge along all the outer edges. Take out your first magnet and, using super glue, insert into place between the back piece and the back facing piece. Once it's dry, sew the inner edge of the back facing down 3 millimeters from the edge. Bring back out your strap. Align it to the markings designated for that purpose. Place the pouch about 19 centimeters away from the end of your strap with the multiple punch holes, which itself is positioned to the right side of the pouch. Sew in place with 2 square sets of top stitches, which are available as a reference on the pattern. You can put the strap back onto your thigh to get a better idea of where to place your pouch. Place your piece aside. Take out your front piece and your front facing piece. Placing the facing piece wrong side to wrong side towards the top of the front piece where the magnet marking is, Center it and top stitch into place along the sides and inner edge 3 millimeters from the edges. Once again, we'll need to super glue in place our second magnet. I'm making sure beforehand that the magnet is positioned properly to match up with the other one. Once your magnet is glued down, top stitch the outer edge of the facing 3 millimeters from the edge. You're really starting to see the whole thing come together. Take out your side pieces and align one side to the back piece, wrong side to wrong side. Sew in place 6 millimeters from the edge. Now place the front piece on the other side and sew in place 6 millimeters from the edge. Repeat both steps on the other side of the pouch. Next, cut off 3 millimeters along the sides of the front seam allowances. Try to keep your cutting as straight as possible. And then cut off 3 millimeters along the back piece all the way around the top. The reason we go about it this way rather than to sew 3 millimeters from the edge initially is that sewing 6 millimeters from the edge is easier. So now we just need to remove the excess seam allowance. We're now going to repeat all the burnishing steps on your sides, which means sanding it down, coloring it in, and protecting it with wax. Next, we're going to sew the bottom piece by aligning it to the bottom of the pouch, wrong side to wrong side. Once again, we sew 6 millimeters from the edge and then cut off the 3 millimeters of excess. Finish up your piece by burnishing all of the bottom edges. And with that, you are done. Alright everyone, I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. If you like this kind of content, then please give it a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe and ring the bell button to be notified of all our upcoming content. As always, I highly suggest checking us out on our social media platforms. You'll find a lot of stuff there that you will not find here on YouTube, such as updates and other infos on different patterns that we have available. Also, if you ever use any of our patterns or tutorials, let us know. I mean, you don't have to, but we love to see your work and we love to share it, so feel free to tag us in your work. I believe that concludes today's video, so until next time, good luck with your projects, guys. Bye-bye.